All right, here we go. What a great night, and what a great crowd, first of all. I just thought, see our students in there in the end zone. Obviously, the new ticket policy is maybe paying off. That was great, but certainly it's a special night in the history of our program to see that banner drop. I told our guys before the game, I said, the Golden State Warriors dropped the banner and then just played their backsides off to start the next season. I said, can we be men enough and focused enough to be a little bit like them? And I thought we were. When Demetrius Jackson and Zach August, your two best players, get started like that, it's a good start for us. I thought our defense was excellent.
What kind of dimension does Demetrius give you when he's as aggressive and as attacking and looking to shoot it and basically get any shot he wants tonight like he was tonight?
Well, as you could see, man, it is his team. He is in total control of stuff. He's calling stuff. I didn't call a whole lot. He was calling sets, entries, out of bounds situations. He actually called for a sub. I wasn't going to take him, and he needed a little bit of a blow. We stole him a blow. But he's got that ability to score it and make plays, and then he's defending. He's really explosive. He's really confident, and he's got a group around him that are easy to play with for him.
Mike, how much is confidence for him the key to all that, skills aside?
Yeah, that's why I was really happy with how he started tonight, because we're going to need him to score. And I thought he did a great job of when to run the team and when to hunt for his stuff. He was aggressive, more aggressive than he's been in practice hunting his stuff, and I love it. I think we're going to need him to do that. Great start for him, and just kind of keep growing his confidence as our quarterback. Matt Farrell coming in helps him, though. It takes a little heat off him. He can slide off the ball. Matt can handle the ball. I thought Matt gave us really good minutes again in that role.
Another guy who got off to a pretty good start is Zach August. What does it take for him to be able to go down the floor each time and rebound like that and kind of become that double-double guy?
The one thing I told him, I put him back in for his last stretch of playing time. He had 12 rebounds. I said, why don't you try and get 16 rebounds? What do you get, 15, 14? I said, why don't you try and get 16 rebounds tonight? Why don't you set the table for being the leading rebounder in the country? See if anybody else gets 14 tonight. And I think when we keep him focused on that, on both ends, offensive and defensive backboard, he's really much more effective then. I thought his low post decisions, he kicked it out a couple times, were good, but let's keep him focused on rebounding.
I know last year getting kills was a big thing for you guys. I think they only scored on back-to-back possessions 3 times. How important was that, and what did you guys do defensively?
Well, I think it's a mentality that I think started last year, and it starts with Jackson's ball pressure. It's easy to contest when you have a guy pressuring the ball like Jackson, and you're more confident contesting and getting passing lanes. And we got out there in a couple. We had them pushed out, but I think we really value guarding. And for what is it, maybe 3/4 of the first half, we weren't in a great out. We missed some easy shots. We were a little excited, but we guarded. We kept coming back and defending, and I'm happy to see that. I think that's the maturity of this group, and the veteran guys learned about that last year.
And what did you see from VJ on the defensive end?
Do you get every question tonight? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Go ahead. What's that?
What do you see from VJ on the glass and then on the defensive end?
Yeah, no, I think he's been rebounding like that. He's been flying around. We need him to do that. He's a much more confident guy guarding guys now and staying in front of guys, and he's much better at getting through screens, getting through staggers, and getting out to people. He used to just fold up when he hit a screen. He's better at bouncing off stuff. So, his length helps us on the backboard and in passing lanes.
Mike, Steve with the quiet 10 tonight. Talk about his game.
Yeah, just Steve being Steve. He missed a couple easy ones early, some easy stuff early, but if you look at we'll go back and look at it, and his team defense, he's rotating. He comes over and gets a charge. His help and recover stuff that doesn't show up in a stat sheet. He just makes play. I tell you, when I look out there and you got he and Demetrius guarding people, and then playing on the offensive end as your guards, I'm a pretty confident coach. Those two guys are really good. They're really good.
Did you guys make a decision on Elijah?
Yeah, we're gonna put him on a 5-year program. We talked about that. He's behind physically because of the surgery in April. He was held up and he wasn't part of any of our practices this summer, and even at times missed some things here. I think we got to get that thing completely healthy, and now we have a program to do that. I think he has a really bright future, but let's get him healthy. Also, there's a log jam of big guys. If you look out there, we got some big guys stacked on each other, but let's put him on a 5-year program and do a little more where he doesn't have to pound 3 days in a row in practice, just 2, so that ankle comes back. He doesn't need any more surgery. It's microfracture. That stuff just needs time to heal.
You guys talked about it a little bit in the preseason, but you guys got 21 offensive rebounds tonight on only 39 misses.
Yeah.
That's an outstanding rate. Is that a new team identity this year?
Yeah, you know, I've gotten on our frontline guys to really go to the board, and you know, I thought Zach took that to heart. Bonzi never got into a rhythm, but he can do that. But I thought our other guys did that too. You know, to get to the offensive board, if you're one of our frontline guys, and we have emphasized that more. And then I thought we did that. When Zach does that, God, he's fabulous, you know, and that's what he did the last 6 weeks of the season last year. He was on the offensive board like a maniac, and now he knows he gets fouled and he gets 3-point plays on putbacks, so you know he's more apt to do it.
Seems like at the around the under 12 timeout in the first half, your guys really started attacking the basket. Is that something you had to push them into, or did they just kind of got there themselves?
No, we talked a little bit more in timeouts, driving the ball. And, you know, when we get to the lineup where we don't have 2 bigs in, it's either Zach or it's Bonzi, or maybe may have been Torres or Martin Gebbin, and then BJ or Matt Ryan as the stretch 4, then the floor is really open and we can start to drive it. And I thought we did a good job of that because they were in the bonus quick and we weren't, but we got some stuff going to the basket, and
Steve especially.
Yeah, and that's where that, you know, the set we ran. We wanted to run a set to start the game. It was a driving area for them. They really defended it. So I was almost thinking, let's get him started with the drive in the first possession of the game. They took it away, but I think he's seen where that's where he can be more aggressive this year, and has to be for us, going in there, getting fouled, and you know, we ran an out of bounds under for him. And he came back and curled it. We really executed. He curled it and got to the basket. He's a big guy. He's 6'6", so you know he's going to get fouled when he gets in there.
Well, and VJ's trying to put the same thing in his game. It looks like it's not as instinctive to him.
Yeah.
How do you play that with a guy? Because you don't want him to be indiscriminate about it, you know.
Right.
But at the same time, he's got to get over the hump and stop being mechanical.
Yeah. No, you know, I love that he's shot faked and gotten in there. I thought what he did tonight was shot fake, VJ that is, shot fake, got in there and made a pass. That's a big step in his development. He didn't see the floor much his first 2 years. He'd go in there and he didn't see what was happening out there. I thought he made 3 plays tonight where he got in and kicked, and he's been doing that in our practices. He's a little bit better of a playmaker. Even in transition, he gets it a couple dribbles. The old VJ, I'd be like, oh, what's going to happen? You know, but he threw ahead a couple times, and he's made really good decisions with the ball. He's a better playmaker. So, but getting to the bucket, and you know, he's going to get fouled too. And obviously our point guard can drive it. You know, Matt Farrell can drive that thing too. You know, he can get in there. He's tough to deal with as well.
So when VJ's doing that, driving and kicking and seeing the floor and getting the 6 rebounds, 6 points, that's fine. It's the other stuff that you're really impressed with.
Yeah, I thought he was, you know, really engaged. I thought he was great defensively. He was chasing a shooter off her stagger screens all night, and I was confident in it. It wasn't like, oh, can he do this tonight? No, he did it. Do I have to put best story on the guy? No, he did it, and I hope we can continue to have that progress with him. He missed some really good looks, and it'll all come back around, and he'll make those. Thank you, guys. See you Tuesday.